Welcome back, first graders. This is your lesson for Monday, September 14th, 2020. So today we're going to be working on partners of 6. And so far we have learned about partners of 2, 3, 4, and 5. And today we'll be working on partners of 6. And I just wanted to add a little note that sometimes you'll hear me say 6 partner. That means the same thing as partner of 6. So we're going to get started by looking at our stair steps with our numbers. Again, remember this was optional for you. You didn't have to cut these out because I can show you just as well here on the computer. So here we have our stair step with 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So most of the time we like to start off with 1 and see what partners with 1 to get us to 6. Okay, so if we have 1, we'll partner up with 5 because 5 is just 1 less than 6. So 1 and 5 partner together, and we move on to 2. We have 2 and 4 that partner together to give us 6. And then we're left with 3. So then it would be 3 and 3 more to give us 6, and that is a doubles fact. All right, next we're going to tell partner stories. And I'm just going to tell you a few, and you can come up with more at home if you would like. So partners of 6 are 2 numbers that go together to make 6. So the first partner story I'm going to tell you, I want you to listen and see if you can figure out what partners I use in the story. There are 5 dogs running and 1 dog walking in the park. Which partners of 6 did I use in my story? You're right, I used 5 and 1. Okay, here's another one. I have 4 red crayons and 2 blue crayons in my desk. What partners did I use in my story? You're right, 4 and 2. Last one would be our doubles fact, our 3 plus 3. See if you can come up with a story for 3 plus 3. All right, this might look familiar, and many of our lessons that follow until we get to partners of 10 are going to look similar. We're really working on cementing that strategy and really getting you used to the partners. So here we go. We're going to start with our break apart. Oops. Take our pencil and break apart this first one. Now on this side of the stick we see 1, and this represents kind of like a plus, like we're adding, so 1 plus, and this is our 5 group. So we're going to write this 6 equals 1 plus 5. Let's break it apart a different way. Break it apart by 2 now. How many do you see on this side? Yep, 2 plus 4. So 6 is equal to 2 plus 4. And we'll break it apart again. What do you notice now? Do you notice that there's the same amount of dots on each side? That means that this is our doubles fact. And we now have 3 plus 3, so we have 6 is equal to 3 plus 3. Let's take it and break it apart again. Now we're breaking it apart at 4, so we have 4 plus 2. 6 is equal to 4 plus 2. And we have our last one. We're going to take this break apart stick and move it over one more time. Now we have our 5 group on this side. So we have 5 plus 1. So we have 6 is equal to 5 plus 1. All right, one thing I want to show you quick before we move on. As we go down the columns here, I see that this is plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. And as we go down the other side, it's minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So we're looking at those patterns to make sure we have all of the partners. Okay, so for this part, it says to use my fingers, but I'm just going to show you with the pen how we can double check and make sure that we have all the partners. So 1 partners with 5. 2 partners with 4. And 3 partners with itself. It's that doubles fact to get us 6. Now 6 can also partner with 0, but we know that 0 is a partner for every number because it's adding nothing. It doesn't change the number. All right, let's review our math mountains. The total is at the top and the partners are at the bottom. So we're going to go on to our workbook and look at that a little bit more. So the total will be at the top and the partners are at the bottom. All right, we're going to get started with our math workbook. So if you could please grab your math workbook and head to page 21. We're going to get started. So here we really want to pay attention to the circle drawings, which is number 1, and the math mountains, which is number 2. And then we're also introducing a new vocabulary word today, which would be the partner train. And today it's going to be partners of 6. So here we go. First things first, we're going to use our break apart stick. And it's easiest if you start with breaking it apart by 1. Now you're going to color in this first one. Okay, and then we write 1 plus 5. And then it's nice and easy. We just have to copy that over. 6 is equal to 1 plus 5. Okay, now we would go and break it apart by 2 and color these in. And I'm going to see if I can use this tool to make it easier. 2 plus, how many dots are not colored in? We have 4. So then that would give us 6 is equal to 2 plus 4. Good. Can you guess what we should split it up by now? We split it up by 1. We broke it apart by 2. Now we're going to break it apart by 3. And here I see we have 3 and 3, so I'm going to color these in. Just put a dot there so you know that those should be colored in. And then we have our doubles fact, which is 3 plus 3. And then we would write 6 is equal to 3 plus 3. And remember, these are all partners of 6, numbers that go together to give us 6. All right, let's split it up. We have 1, 2, 3. Let's move it over one more step. That would be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 are colored in. So put that here. 4 plus, how many are not colored in? That would be 2. So our equation would be 6 is equal to 4 plus 2. All right, last one. And if you're seeing a pattern, you might be able to guess what comes next. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you think might come next? If you said 5, you are correct. We're going to break it apart right here. Color in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might notice this looks like those blue stair steps we've been using. And then we go 5 plus, how many are not colored in? 1. 6 is equal to 5 plus 1. Good. Now we're going to take these partners that we just did and put them into our math mountain. We remember that the math mountain, the total always goes at the top. If we're working with 6 partners, our total will always be 6. Okay, so we're going to take this first one and plug it in. We know that 1 plus 5. Okay, we have 1 that partners with 5. The next one that we found out was 2 plus 4. 2 partners with 4 to give us 6. Okay, we used 1, 2. What should we use next? 3, and we know that 3 partners with 3 to give us 6. Then we're going to use these same numbers, we're just going to switch them around. Okay, now we're going to use 4 and 2. Can you guess what the last one would be? We used 1, 2, 3, 4. If you said 5, you're right. 5 and 1. Very good. Now the last thing we're going to do is take these 6 partners and put them into the train. So again, this is just practice taking these numbers and writing them in here again. So we have 1 plus 5, 2 plus 4, 3 plus 3, and then we use those same numbers. We just switch them around, 4 plus 2, and 5 plus 1. All right. So next thing I want to talk to you about is adding and subtracting 0. So the pattern for adding and subtracting 0 is that the number does not change. If we add 0 plus 6, the answer is still 6. If we have 6 minus 0, the answer is still 6, and we'll go over that in our workbook. And when we take a number away from itself, for example, if we have 6 minus 6, it equals, equals, for example, if you have 6 cookies and you eat all 6 cookies, there's no cookies left. All right, let's move on to this last back page of our workbook. I want you to notice here, these patterns, everything on the top row is adding one more, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, and 5 plus 1. The next row is adding 2, and the last row is adding 3. All of these highlighted in blue are those doubles facts, those numbers that we use. We add them together, and they're called our doubles facts. So these ones, we can use those patterns we just talked about to solve these. Use that 3 plus 3. And then this is a related equation underneath. So we have 3 plus 3 equals 6. That's right. And then we can see the 6 right here. Take away 3 would be 3. That's right. Using your doubles facts. In number 6 and 7, you can see that we're adding 0 and taking away 0. And we just talked about this, and we know that when we're adding 0 and subtracting 0, it gives us the same number. So that number that you see right there, that's what you put in the box. It's super easy. Okay, and then last we have number 8, and check for understanding. So number 8, we have the number taking away itself. So 3 minus 3. So that's like what we talked about with you have 6 cookies and you eat all 6 cookies, there's no cookies left. So when you take a number away from itself, it ends up to be 0. And you might notice that most of these are a number taking away itself. So that should make that part pretty easy for you. Last part, checking understanding, would be writing all the partners of 6. Now do your best to complete that without checking, first graders. But if you have to go back and look, you can look at your drawing that you had earlier to get you going. All right. Think about starting with number 1, then moving on to 2, and follow those patterns that we've been working on. All right. Then if you could grab that homework for 1.4 and follow the same pattern. Now you might want to take a break because you just got done doing a lot with your workbook, but after that, give workbook 1.4 a shot, and we will talk about those answers tomorrow. Have a great day, first graders.